Drivers, start your engines.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another NSDCA Mountain Dew Custom Series race here in season number 7. We are at Watkins Glen International, one of the staples of the schedule for the Heluva Good 100. This is race number 9 of 14, and the championship push is more important than ever. Danny Lloyd second in the standings, starting on the pole. Riley Spurleytube, a NSDCA road course winner, trying to get one here in the MDCS today. The 28 and the 91 are fighting each other for owner's points. In the 91 today, this week, Joseph Strigley starts 8th. Lloyd is second in the points, 1 point behind Lloyd, 2 positions on the grid behind is the 39, Patrick Smith, the Canadian, still searching for his first NSDCA victory. Jeffrey Finguy starts there in 4th. Then 5th, we have our points leader, Adam Mitchell, who leads by 50 points, which is just about one race over. If not, it's very close to it. So, if Mitchell falls out today, that could be huge for everyone trying to chase him in the championship. Evan Hunter starts to the left-hand side. We mentioned Joseph Strigley starting there in 8th. And then we have Francois Chastain alongside him. Rounding out the top 10 is Dylan Young and Richard Herman. Rose Henson, a driver notable for her performance on the road courses, 5th in the point standings, starts about 20th, and Bobo Jones, I believe, lines up 11th on the grid today. A lot of storylines, a lot of action. Free agency jumping some of these drivers around the market. Adam Mitchell moving up to trucks. Richard Herman starts 10th. He'll be in the 79 next season. Danny Lloyd, we know, is going to be back in the 94. Taking over the 28, the car that's been so good this season, is going to be Nelson Reeves out of the lower series, the regional series. At the back of the grid, Cordell Smith, Brandon Beal, Alex Fletcher, Kyle Corbett, some of the bigger names buried back here. Last year's winner, Scott Roush, also back here in the number 21, still having a tough season. But up at the front, we're going to have some action. It's 13 laps, as always, here at the Glen. We've seen some wild ones, folks. Well, we see another one here today. These drivers are going to be passing every opportunity they can. They're going to be using every inch of racing surface. Just don't go into the blue Armco. Got to hope for a clean one. Got to hope for a safe one. 35 cars ready to get things kicked off in the Heluva Good 100. Danny Lloyd, Riley Spurleytube. Fans are on their feet, ready to lead them down. Got to hit these corners. Got to keep your nose clean. Those are going to be the keys to victory here. Will we see action? Will we see cleanliness? What will we see? Will we see a new winner at Watkins Glen? We'll just have to wait and find out. The green flag is in the air. We're racing in New York. And already slamming down into turn 1, Dylan Young, you see making it 3 wide back there as Spurleytube didn't get the jump he wanted. Strigley getting bodied by the 0-1 of Chastain. Look at Patrick Smith with the run. Saw a hole open up for the 94, running it a little wide, taking the race lead, the veteran over the rookie. Jumping up through the S's, blind corners up here, high speeds. Smith, oh, caution out already. We've had an incident in the S's. Last year's winner, Scott Roush, heavy damage. Ethan ahead, Press and Evans are in it. So we're racing back here early, down into the carousel now. Mitchell working underneath the 28 of Spurleytube. Might have been some door-to-door contact. Lloyd all over the back bumper of Patrick Smith. Finguy trying not lose too much time as they come back through the long straightaway, down towards 6 and 7, the final corners on the track. Do we see a move out of Danny Lloyd to take the lead back? No, we don't. Smith runs it wide. Could Lloyd possibly set something up in 7? No, Lloyd's going to have Adam Mitchell to his outside in the 83. Smith gets loose off the corner. Everybody jumping around for position. Mac Johnson nearly getting into Luke Evans back there. But Patrick Smith leads us back. And Scott Roush, heavy damage here early. Not going to go back-to-back for Ditech. It won't be 3 in a row for Ditech here at the Glen. Let's take a look, see what happened, folks, as I think everybody else looks like they are making it back okay. Damage to the 93 Archibald Buttersworth as well. See what happened. So coming up through the S's, Emmons gets thrown off with Dilks on the inside, and I don't know if Emmons knew Roush was there still or not, but they get together and hard driver's side impact for Roush here into the Armco on the high side of turn 3. A lot of guys skating by. We're going to get another angle or two of this. His head gets out of that situation pretty quickly compared to some other guys, but Roush definitely needs a tow back, but he'll be all right. Slowing it down from the helicopter angle. Here we see Scott Roush. He's 3 wide high. Emmons gets spooked by the 68 trying to make the move and then gets stored into the 21, trying to keep it in the gas to carry the speed out of it, but not clear. 21's hooks Emmons, the Xerox machine, right into the wall, and then kicks Roush right across the track into Ethan Head, and they hit the wall hard. Dilks gets a piece of that, and then Buttersworth, I'm not sure where the 93 got his damage. Dilks actually hits the outside wall again, but then some of these drivers coming slipping through here, like Brandon Beal does a great job just barely getting around this one. But for Buttersworth, I don't know where he gets his damage from. Let's take a look here and see as he comes around down the back straightaway. Maybe he goes wide here in the carousel or something. You got Kyle Corbett, Zach Rogers there in the 52 behind. Doesn't look like it's in the carousel. Maybe it's up here down in turn 7 racing back. Does he run a little wide? We got plenty of drivers running wide. Yeah, he just lost the grip and hit the safer barriers we got down there. So, tough break for the 93s. Had a lot of those this season. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get you back up to the green. Well, the lights have dimmed on the Pontiac Pace Car. Welcome back, folks. Patrick Smith leads it over Danny Lloyd, Adam Mitchell, Jeffrey Finguy, Riley Spurleytube, Evan Hunter, Joseph Sergley, Dylan Young, Richard Herman, Francois Chastain. That is your top 10. Out of the race after that incident is only Scott Roush. Ethan Head came down pit road. You see all the way back there to repair some damage. So it's an early wreck in the S's. So single file might cause some of these guys to be more calm on this restart. But Patrick Smith, the veteran, pacing this field over 2 drivers, 2 rookies this season. I mean, Finguy, Spurleytube, and Joseph Sergley, they got plenty of experience. So there'll be experience versus youth once again throughout this season. But Patrick Smith still winless. Danny Lloyd is winless. It has been the Sun Droppers winning the majority of events this season. But we are back green here at the Glen. See what happens. Danny Lloyd with the fake out. Adam Mitchell going even lower. We could be 3 wide for the race lead coming into turn 1. And 3 wide for 4th. Look at Evan Hunter drive it on in. Mitchell really checks up. Lloyd door slamming with the 39. Here comes Finguy. 3 wide into the S's. Oh, he has to back out of it. Aggressive action here early, and Patrick Smith still comes out on top. Dylan Young now pulling to the high side of the 44. Can't really get the momentum done. We are green through the S's now. You're going to see this bobbing and weaving, trying to break draft similar to the Indy 500. Cannot leave any momentum down into the corners. Francois Chastain. Look at James Ellison up here trying to crack the top 10 in the 53. He's going to get by the 0-1 and get that move done. Now Finguy, Lloyd running extremely defensive down into turn 6 and losing some time on the 39, I fear. But now Finguy to the high side trying to make it in Evernham 1-2. Oh, now he's underneath Spurleytube this time. Spurley up on the curbing. Going to have to surrender 3rd. Do we see him move down into turn 1? Oh, we got one car pitting back there. I don't know who that is. That's the 43 Devin Fair. Didn't report an issue. Finguy. Oh, look out. Finguy all over the racetrack. What a save, Jeffrey Finguy. Wow. Folks, I don't know how he saved that race car. He hit the inside wall, back across the racetrack, and he still has his bearings underneath him. Danny Lloyd to the race lead now. Spurleytube going to follow suit, trying to get 2nd away from the 39. That has to be save of the season from Jeffrey Finguy. So Danny Lloyd, the pole sitter, gets the lead back away from the 39, but it might not be over yet. But Smith has to focus on dealing with the 28 as Spurleytube, early season veterans here. They battled it out in the NSDCA in season number 2. Now they're doing it 5 years later. Mitchell to the high side, runs it wide, nearly into the wall. We got a bunch of people nearly into the safer barriers, but the caution is out for an incident involving Austin Delgado and Rose Henson. Heavy damage to both of those cars. So Lloyd leads us back. It's the 94, 39, 28, 83, and 91, your top 5 as we are under caution again. Tough break for Rose Henson. Tough break for Austin Delgado's 2 road course winners last season. They are out of it at the Glen. But both of them will be back next year as Rose is no longer retiring. See what happened. Down the back straightaway, Rose Henson trying to set up the move here on Delgado. Pulls to the inside. Delgado trying to block a little bit, trying to pitch her off. Can't quite get it. Rose comes up nearly into the side, and then Delgado misjudges it. Hooks the 17 and hard impacts into the tire barriers over the banking of the carousel. Pretty much a straightforward carousel wreck. Hopefully both drivers are alright. And we can go back to green flag action on what I believe will be lap 8 of 13. Welcome back to coverage of the NSDCA Hell of a Good 100 here from Watkins Glen. Riley Wilkin will have a long pace lap around because 23 fell under engine issues under caution. Tough break for the Henson Racing with KT Larson, delivered to you by Burger King. Or is it powered to you by Burger King? One of the two. That long team name. Danny Lloyd, Patrick Smith, Riley Spurley-Tube, Adam Mitchell, Joseph Strigley, your top 5. Then it is Hunter, Young, Herman, Chastain, and Finn Guy, your top 10. 17 and 42, Henson and Delgado both released from the infield care center. They are alright after a hard wreck down in the carousel. It's going to be lap 8 of 13. It's going to be a mad dash. This race is an entire mad dash, so you have to get your passes done early, especially when cautions fall, because the MDCS does not have green-white checkers, so you can see this race easily end under caution if a caution falls at the right time. But Danny Lloyd leads us back down. Will Lloyd lose the lead like Lloyd got the lead on the last restart? We'll have to see. Patrick Smith not wasting any time getting to the inside early. Drives it in. Was it too deep of a drive? Yes, it was. Danny Lloyd called his bluff and is going to get the lead back comfortably as I trip over my words. Now we have Spurley-Tube still fighting the 39 like we had earlier in the race. Mitchell going to get clear around Strigley again. Not going to lose that. But Evan Hunter not trying to waste time. He's a full-time driver trying to get around that 91 All-Star car. Mitchell sees Spurley-Tube clear, wants to follow suit, get underneath that 39, down into the carousel. Strigley, oh, that's a big move, 3 wide. He has to back out of it. Backed out of it. That was the smart move there by the 91, the Canadian. 2 Canadians side by side, actually, here at Evernham this week, the 39 and the 91. Are we clean through the rest of the carousel? Yes, we are. We got drivers jumping around back there, but never mind that. Coming down into turn 6. Strigley still all over the 83 as these two fight for positions deep in the top 5. Danny Lloyd runs it wide. Not what Lloyd needs for the momentum down into turn 1, down this big hill. Do we see a look from Spurley-Tube? Does Patrick Smith try and get second place back? Single file down into the corner. Now Lloyd throws it in too deep, way too deep. Gonna lose time into the side of the 28. They're rubbing Lloyd into the dirt. Can't get dust, can't get grass onto those tires. Now, the 28, they have won how many races this year? They've won 3 races this year, going for their 4th win in 9 races. We thought the 91 was going to be the car chasing wins, but the 28's got more so far at this point of the season. Now Smith to the inside for second. Backs out of it, side by side, through the corner. Coming off. Now do we see Adam Mitchell possibly sneaking a look underneath that 39 down into turn 6? Yes, we will. Here comes the 83. Trying to keep that points lead. It's gonna be a meaningless gain for the 94 and 39 this week. Mitchell still running 4th, but Mitchell can extend his lead. I'm sure he will. Oh, let's give a nod to Richard Herman. I didn't think to see him up here in a road course. He's running very well for himself in 8th, and that Gatlin Downey Incorporated number 65. As for the race lead, here comes Patrick Smith and Danny Lloyd underneath the 28. Give it back to the 39, the HEB machine trying to win its first race of the season. That car won the championship last year with Anderson Reed, so for it not to be in victory lane this year would be a weird look. But now, here we go. Down the back straightaway. He has to block 2 lanes of traffic this time, Smith does. Strigley's got a ton of speed down these straights. Contact! Spurley-Tube's off, Lloyd's off, and your front row hit the tire barrels. Do we have a caution? Are they calling the caution? Yes, they are. Oh, it's going to be 11 to 13. Is this going to be the race back to end the race? I think we're going to have a 1-lap dash, folks. I think we should have a 1-lap dash, folks. Evans into the wall, Mitchell's into the wall, and Strigley says thank you very much as I botch the cameras. Strigley gets second from the mistakes of the 44. Oh, Mitchell lost more spots. Mitchell lost a spot to the 66 as well. We're going to have a one-lap shootout, folks, for Patrick Smith to try and win this race. That's going to really hurt Danny Lloyd in the point standings. Because Mitchell's up here, Smith is up here. Even Bobo Jones. Bobo's not too far off. He's only 15 points behind the 94. He's going to gain a bunch. Dylan Young's going to put his hand possibly into this fight. But Adam Mitchell needs to be stopped for there to be a championship fight. That's the thing. And Mitchell's proven his worth. He won at Road America this season, and he's running very well at all these different track types. Let's get a replay, see what happened down there into the carousel. It's a very tricky spot on this racetrack. And Danny Lloyd, Riley Spurley side by side. Strigley thinks about throwing it in, but backs out of it quickly. And the 28 is just going to turn in. Lloyd was running very high on entry. I don't think Spurley expected Lloyd to be there, but when they come down, Spurley comes in too just sharp, and those two go sliding off into the tire barriers. Spurley is done. Lloyd's able to drive it back, but I'm not sure on the status of the 94. That car's probably going to be pretty wounded. On board with Joseph Strigley as he sees the two cars in front of him go spearing off the racetrack. Close quarters racing. Nobody wants to give up an inch. And boy, if those two didn't get together, Patrick Smith was running it really wide there. Could have been a big opportunity. We'll get back to you here for the final restart. Well, folks, I guess we aren't going back green. I would have thought it would have just been a normal 2-lap restart, but the lights are still on the pace car. We're not having a green flag finish. I think it looks like Patrick Smith is finally going to get his first race win under caution. I really would have thought we would have been able to restart this race, but I guess the officials are saying otherwise, because, yeah, the pace car's staying out, the white flag's out, and Patrick Smith's going to win this race. So he's waited 7 years for this moment, and it's finally going to come under humbling circumstances. Is not going to happen under green, unfortunately, but it's good to see the 39 back in victory lane. Very good to see Patrick Smith finally get it done. Joseph Strigley in second, Evan Hunter third, Dylan Young in fourth, Adam Mitchell in fifth, and it's Herman Chastain, Finn Guy, Bobo Jones, and William Duncan rounding out the top 10. Danny Lloyd actually did not fall all the way down the order. He's going to end up 22nd, but still sucks to see because he could have gotten top 5, maybe even the race win if that wreck didn't happen. Honestly, there's really no point of just riding around here under caution, so we will cut to when Smith crosses the line to take his first career NSDCA victory. Off of the final corner. He's waited so long for this moment, and we could finally say it. Patrick Smith is an NSDCA race winner. He wins the Heluva Good 100 here today at Watkins Glen. And other than that, it was a race marred by cautions, and thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time. Results, points, burnout, all that will be up on your screen next. And until next time, thanks for watching the NSDCA.